What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Welcome back. Yet another show coming to your earlobes.
Oh, this is
earlobes?
Yeah, just the lobes.
That's strange. Do you have to have earrings for it to get in? Like the earring hole?
No, you don't. Welcome in
hole.
to the Spitballers Podcast. What episode is this, Jason?
This is my favorite number. This is episode 11.
Is that the right number? Is that correct?
That is the correct number.
Welcome to episode 11 of the Spitballers Podcast, your family-friendly weekly dose of nonsense. We got a great one. Sharing some life advice. Got some would you rathers on the show. Another beautiful mock draft. It's by the time we're recording this right now when people are voting on
We don't talk about
that. The
previous poll.
The polls are open right now. You can go to twitter.com/spitballerspod to make your vote known. And
So will it still be open by the time they hear this?
No, of course not.
Last week's poll?
No.
No, but they can vote on this week's poll and see. And most importantly, they're going to be able to see the albatross that you put forth.
This is fair.
Currently residing at 5% of the vote.
Yes.
There's only 3 of us.
Sure.
Like, you know, if we all go somewhat even, you should be near 33.
Let me ask you this, Jason. Are you winning?
Close.
Then
Close.
it doesn't matter. You lose too.
I have the first pick today, don't I?
You darn right you do.
Uh-oh. I'm not ready for our picks today.
Oof.
All right. Well,
There's a big 2 for sure.
Why don't you tell the people where they can find us on the internet?
Absolutely. If you're on the Twitter, you can follow us at SpitballersPod. You can find us on Instagram, SpitballersPod, Facebook, SpitballersPod. Just wherever your social media is. Just
What about our website?
SpitballersPod. That is SpitballersPod.com.
Thank you.
You know how you say something so many times it doesn't sound like a real
Yeah, I was approaching it rapidly.
Cocoa Puffs. All right, let's kick it off with some life advice.
Spitballers to the rescue.
At Wild Armadillo.
Would you like some advice?
Don't do that again. It's Wild Armadillo off of Twitter sent us a question as you can do. If you go over to our Twitter, you can send them in. We'll answer them. When you see a stranger with their fly down, is it better to point it out to them or let them discover it on their own? Ugh. This is really timely because this just happened to me.
No!
Oh, wait, as the fly man?
The flyer or the flyee?
I was the flyee, I think.
I'm not sure which
I don't know which is
So
which.
you had your zipper down.
Correct.
Oh, the garage was open.
The garage was open. The worst part of it was a family event.
Oh.
So this was all, friends, extended family.
This is troubling.
I was at my grandmother's house, and we're all sitting around the table playing cards, and suddenly my aunt passes me a note. No! This is not a joke. My aunt passes me a note from across the table. Now, we're a very playful, funny family, so it was not a big deal. But the note, I just opened it up, and what did it say?
Oh, that's what I was curious.
Did it say Bumblebee Tuna?
No, it basically had some joke about basically your garage is open, and then I just started cracking up and realized
did you close the garage?
Yeah,
when you left?
It was a little hint there that my aunt had noticed that the fly was down.
Did you tell her that your eyes are up here?
No, I said, you kind of. What are you supposed to say? Thank you, right? Like, let's say you're in public and someone tells you. What is the proper response to that?
High five.
A high five.
You got a high five.
No,
What if
the proper response is,
What if they offer to take care of it for you?
What?
What?
This is a different question.
No, that's a problem. That's
if you walk up to
stranger
somebody,
danger
you walk
is what that is.
not if you ask permission.
Well,
If you say,
become
I don't like
stranger
where
danger.
this is going.
If you say, sir, do you mind if I take care of?
See, look, okay, here, I will go down this, I will slightly go down this rabbit hole, this very inappropriate rabbit hole. But say
It's not inappropriate for somebody to
it's a fella.
Zip up another man's pants.
So it's a fella. This guy's got two, and they're the old school paper grocery bags.
Okay.
So you can't put these down because if you put them down, you're never getting them back up.
So you're being a very helpful, concerned citizen.
Yes.
Do you? Because
No, you're not. You're being a creep. You're being a creep
And a molester.
And a molester is inappropriate. Shame on you.
So do you point it out or do you let them discover it on your own? I think in most cases, if they don't tell me, then there's more people that notice it, don't tell me, and it becomes something where like you get home at the end of the day
Break
and you
the cycle.
You go, oh no. So I think you got to let people know. But how do you let a complete stranger know their fly is down?
I think there's a couple different ways you can approach it, right? You can either do the, hey, and just point and look down. Just, hey, you know, you could do that,
Right.
put the eyes down. Or you can just really go, hey, dude, your fly's open.
Yeah.
But that's got to be that's got to have a crowd.
I go with I make it cool.
Oh.
I make it a real cool thing. Like
I know this
I'm
is
spreading some
This is a really dumb question.
spreading some love. Well, hold on.
I know.
I tell him,
Go ahead.
I'm like, hey, what's up, man? You got to zip it up and zip it out.
Okay, let me ask you
That's
this.
what my friend Dave would do.
There's a reason why, like, men occasionally leave their fly down. There's a process to going to the restroom. Do women ever leave their fly down?
Do they have flies? I don't know.
Yes, they do.
They do have flies. I have seen flies down. I know my wife. I've cracked.
She's
her
a
around
fly
couple times.
open. She's just
But
always.
that seems like if I pulled my pants down to my ankles every time I went to the bathroom, I would not forget the fly.
Yeah, sure you can. I do.
Yeah.
You think I don't pull my pants down to my ankles every time I go to the bathroom?
and
We
you
need
just
to
go
move on
and you
as
go,
fast as possible.
You only go button,
Yeah, I button and I forget.
set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it.
Zip it up, zip it out. Topis Peoples
Oh,
on Twitter. How do you determine when it's okay to start? So it's all potty humor. This is the whole. Mike put the show doc together
When you
and
put-
he went with his wheelhouse.
yeah.
Yeah.
How
Look,
do you
if the
determine-
people are asking these questions, this
Yeah.
is on you.
Wait.
people.
This is a very confusing life advice question. How do you determine when it's okay to start farting around someone you recently met?
How is that
Yeah,
confusing?
no, that makes
It's
complete
confusing
sense.
because I want to know this. I needed some clarity. Are you talking about overtly letting the sound?
It's saying,
Yes.
I am comfortable now.
That's a big difference between like.
It's the fart barrier. When are you going to break the wall down?
It's not when is it okay
Is
to
it meant to
accidentally.
be broken down with most people
100%.
other than your spouse?
100%.
It is?
Well, only if you love them. I mean, that's
Let
one
me
of those
ask you
rules,
this.
right? You can only fart in front
Do
of those
you
you
fart
love.
in front of your wife's family?
That's a great question.
Because the answer is no, isn't
The answer
it?
is no.
Exactly.
And I'll be honest. I feel
I
like
don't want to know anybody well enough to be in their fart barrier.
I feel like you have just shamed me.
Yeah.
I feel like
Now, does that speak more to your bad relationship with your wife's family?
apparently, I mean,
Or does that speak more to your good relationship with them because you respect them enough not to fart overtly?
No, that's not how I work. This is I am disrespecting their family
Because you
and
fart
I
around
fart in
those
front
that
of
you're
those
closest.
that I love. That I go.
This is because I love you.
This is I stare them in the eyes. Usually do like a kick, and then let it rip. And,
So your in-laws they've never seen the Roundhouse
I'm sure they've seen it on
in
the internet.
person.
But yeah, in person,
they've never lived it. They've never experienced it. It's visceral. It's a tangible.
They've never
thing.
seen the roundhouse, the high kick. They've never seen the jump kick.
Let's
They've never
get
seen
real,
the punt.
boys. Let's get real. Who do you fart around, Mike?
You fellas,
Mm-hmm.
the wife, especially the kids.
Oh,
But that's it, right?
I feel so bad
Like,
for my
and
children.
my high school buddies. I'm farting right now.
That was a very Mark Wahlberg. No, I'm fun right now. Huh? Say hi to your mother. hey, I fought around your mother. I love her.
Say hi to your mother for me, okay?
I feel like, do you? So Andy, I would assume that Mike farts in front of his wife and children. Do you fart in front of your wife? No problem.
No problem.
Okay, good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
No problem.
Okay.
I also I've brought it up on the show before. I shame any sound I hear in my house. I need to identify who What, when, where, why, and how.
It's not
of
always
those sounds.
it's not always okay for other people to do this.
No.
But it's always okay for you to do this.
Yes, as the patriarch of the family, you get fart privileges.
Right. No, that is factually accurate. So let me ask
My
this,
father
Andy.
farted, and my father before him farted.
Let me ask this. Let's say, so we've got this nice studio. We work here. We're all comfy. We're all close friends.
Yeah.
We hire a new employee.
Yeah. No, there's a buffer.
How long? Because we got to get back to helping Thomas Pepples here.
Sure, and that's the question.
When is it okay to start?
That's why I wasn't sure if you meant like you start, like do you actually withhold passing gas, or do you just withhold making sound while passing gas?
No, look,
So
if
like
you
a
do
new
silent
employee
but deadly.
if a new employee starts next week, you don't care that you'll let it go.
I will not try to sneak a fart. That's rude. That's
rude to who?
That's rude to the people in the
I
room.
kind of agree with
you
Jason.
sneak a fart, and
Either-
you're saying, I'm not going to say that I did this terrible thing, but I'm still going to do it. If I'm going to do it,
It's loud and proud.
loud and proud.
Oh
I'm
my
going to say,
goodness.
hey, guys, look,
What is
I just
this?
farted. Prepare yourselves. This could be good. This could be bad.
So when would you start that with a new employee? Is it a comfort level thing? Are there employees that you would never fart around? Are you going to be arrested possibly because of this conversation?
Yeah,
I mean, where?
Yeah, I think there are certain employees that it's okay and certain employees that it's not.
Would it be a fair contention to say no employee ever wants you to fart around them, ever, even if you choose to do so?
Yes, 100% that's not true. 100% I disagree. I think that I think they want it. No, no, of course nobody's asking
I think
for
that's
your farts.
That's the real origination question here that needed to be asked in the beginning is he asked, how do you determine when it's okay? And maybe the answer is that it's never okay.
That's one thing I just can't get
Maybe
behind.
the answer
You
is
may need to just let the other person dictate the terms.
Ooh, so you're saying feed that person beans like crazy, let them start it off.
That's not what I
not
said.
what he
That's
said.
I'm getting what you're putting out here, Mike. You're saying
I mean, I said it with my eyes, but
force them to force the issue.
to set the boundaries, the fart boundaries.
Because as soon as they do it, it's fair game.
Or you just after a couple days, it doesn't matter. Like any squeak you hear from the office.
Yes.
Hey, wait,
Was that you?
did you fart?
You let one go?
And then you just shame them into never farting again.
See, that's another way you could just start farting and go, dude, stop. That's what you do. Hey, man, I'm in the room. That's the answer, Thomas.
There's
Fart immediately.
There
blame it
are
on
no
them.
answers for Thomas. Kyle V on Twitter. This question is
This is a tough question.
This question is about hugs. Are you supposed to hug or shake hands with a female spouse of a friend you've only met a few times? When is it okay to bro hug someone? Is it weird if you shake hands with your in-laws that you've known for years? Asking for a friend. Seriously, these are all very important questions that have.
We're breaking down just the social walls here for everyone.
This is true. Like, this is true relationship advice.
Yes.
That you can determine whether you should or should not take.
And I want to know your guys' thoughts on all these because Kyle's asking a number of important questions. The one thing I know is that if you begin a pattern with a specific person, oftentimes that is the permanent pattern for that person.
Once the hug the hug is opened.
And it's not always a hug. Like I have people that I give the side hug to. That is the
the church side hug.
The one arm hug. And they never get a full hug. They never get a handshake. Women I generally feel weirder just shaking hands with.
Yeah,
for whatever reason,
for social norms,
social constructs.
But I think that's
much
why
more uncomfortable.
That's why Kyle leads this question off of like, do you shake hands with a female spouse of a friend?
The first time, for sure.
I've only met a few times. Yeah, the first time, definitely.
I think I probably move into hug zone. I mean, I read the room. Don't get me wrong. I drop a fart and then I move right in for the hug.
There cannot be a hard fast rule here, Kyle. If you say 3 times, I promise you that third time is wrong for some people. Some people, the answer is never. It's never okay to hug your female spouse. It just depends on who you are. Are you a respectable, kind, good person?
Okay, so let's move it over to the bro hug.
All right.
Move it over because these are.
What if you're with like
equally
multiple
difficult.
friends and multiple wives, and you hug a couple and you handshake a couple?
Oh, that's a
Sending
problem.
a message.
That's a problem.
And then you kiss a couple on the cheek.
No, this isn't Europe.
Ah, that's true.
You side hug.
That's why they invented that, though. The kiss on the cheek is because the handshake is so awkward. Sometimes
Yes, it's just true.
it's so formal.
I don't think I could do
But
a
I
kiss
don't
on
know
the cheek.
when you get into bro hug land. It's all about like what interaction do your palms make? Are you fiving?
Oh.
Are you giving the bro
Oh, yeah.
the bro
It's
five?
gotta be the
one
thumbs.
hand back.
Has to be the thumb and thumb thing, where you
Yeah,
got-
so they're clapping. They're showing it off right now. So you guys just grasped hands like Arnold and I can't remember the other fellow's name.
it's like-
Predator, and then they start arm wrestling.
yeah, it's the arm wrestle. Yeah, I mean,
but
look,
then you go in. But then do you wrap one arm
hand,
around?
one hand
arm
back
has
pat,
to go
back
back
pat.
So
Absolutely.
basically, you're saying the two fists will always separate the chests
Yes.
because they have
Yes, 'cause
clasped.
they've come close
they've
in,
interlocked.
yeah.
See, if
What do
I'm
you think,
gonna
Mike?
if I've reached the point where I'm hugging people, I'm Scott Stapp, arms wide open.
Oh, really? You're going in?
Yeah,
you're
there's-
just going all in.
I go
Not awkward.
you
Real
either-
tight squeeze.
You get a handshake or you're in Hugsville.
Now, see, I feel like if you go that level, you got to do the pickup. You got to do the
What, like
get
they're-
over here and pick them up, spin them.
No, I thought if you
Like
squeeze
they're my little brother.
Yeah,
if you
Come here,
squeeze
little guy.
if you squeeze hard enough, you can break the fart barrier early in the relationship.
Right, set the stage. Now, real quick before we move on, you said something, Andy, and I'm real. This question comes in from Jason Moore on the Spitballers Pod. Would you guys ever have you? Do you where do you guys stand on the kiss someone on the cheek thing? Because I'm thinking
I've never done it.
I don't know if I could do it.
I've never been forced into the situation.
Man,
I've never had someone come in for it.
The first time someone ever comes in for it, I'm going to be in a pure panic. Not because I can't complete the kiss on that cheek, but because I won't know whether to go to the other cheek.
Oh. No, it's true. Do you double up? Do you triple up?
No.
What are the rules here?
no, that's only in France.
Many countries go double-sided.
Yes, not America. Get out of my
Well,
country.
if someone comes in and starts going with one cheek,
So here's the thing. I've had it
they've
done
already moved us out to another country.
I've had it done to me where
have?
where a female friend, and it's never someone I'm super close with. It's someone I haven't seen in a year. And hey, and then, but here's the thing. You don't realize that it's happening. This is you don't know. You think this is just a hug thing, and then you get a little thing on the cheek, and you go,
oh, no, I got to repay.
it's almost like what happens is you go for the hug. You're about 2 yards away from her, and then you wake up and you go, like you just woke up from being knocked out in a fight, and you go, oh no, did it happen? Did I get kissed on the cheek? What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, what if you didn't give the kiss back? Or what if you go full awkward and then all of a sudden you take her hand and then you do the kneel down kiss on the hand?
What?
That's
if
adultery,
just
my
all of
man.
a sudden just do it?
I'm saying, what if you get put into a little bit?
And then you ask her to marry you.
as in they hand you.
No, I don't think Jason knows what I just
I
said.
have no idea.
I'm
Explain
lost.
that again.
The royal kiss on the hand.
So they
the
You're saying they're holding
What did
the
you think
hand
I was
up.
saying?
Oh, you're saying they come and they put their hand out expecting the kiss.
I'm saying
Like a
that
kiss the
they
ring.
kiss you on the cheek and then you freak out and then you grab the hand
Oh.
and then kiss them on the hand.
Yeah, then you're.
That's weird.
That's the
That's
last.
that's not the definition of adultery, Jason.
That's also the last time you've seen that person because they're like, I'm cutting this weirdo out of my life.
so handshakes. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
handshakes for everyone.
Would you rather?
Sometimes I don't know what's happening on this show. Would you? Oh, I correct that. I never know what's happening on this show. Would you rather have a flying carpet or a car that can drive underwater? This is a stupid question
What? How is this possibly a stupid question?
because there's not a possible chance I would ever choose a car underwater.
Who would want a car that drives underwater?
Give me the perks of a car underwater to a flying carpet.
speed.
Speed?
Underwater could go faster than flight?
It's a car. It's a car. It can also drive very fast on the land.
My carpet has magic. It can go as fast
No,
as it
It
wants.
literally shows me a whole new world.
No. Your carpet, and on top of that, you realize that
Oh, you could fall.
you're up there in the air.
From what I understand of those, they catch you if you fall.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
carpet comes and finds
Look,
you.
there's no fear. You can
This
go
is not
over.
This
you-
is not Aladdin's
Is this
carpet.
Tesla-
it's
a
what-
Tesla
it's-
carpet?
Name another magic carpet if it's not Aladdin's carpet. It could go over, sideways, and under. Okay, on a super magic carpet ride.
The carpet is not a living being.
So it's a device.
Yes.
That gets scarier, I will admit.
Well, then I got a seatbelt. I'm seatbelting into that carpet.
Yeah, that you're gonna need to take some threads out and
Does it
tie
have
them
a
around your
range?
waist.
Is there a charge range on this thing? I mean, is this Elon's carpet?
You got to dumb the carpet down if there's any chance of taking an underwater vehicle. And let's be honest, we live in Phoenix, Arizona. There's no water to go under. What am I taking this thing in my pool? Like
Yes.
that's it. There's nothing to drive. Here's the problem with the underwater vehicle. I think there are very few people out there listening that think, man, if I could just drive underwater to get to that spot, like I really want to cross this lake all the time and I just can't figure out how. And if they do think that, the flying carpet will get them there
Fine.
right over the water.
Your flying carpet can only go 5 miles an hour, and your car can go 100.
Yeah.
I'm still taking that carpet, man. You gotta make it even worse. I mean, 5 miles an hour in a straight line, that's going to get me where I need to go pretty quick. There's no traffic.
I would say it gets you there about 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, I would say 2 hours.
All right. Would you rather always say everything on your mind or never speak? Or never speak again?
Yes.
So you either have to say everything that ever hits you in the mind, and oh gosh,
I will never speak again.
yeah, me
Really?
too.
Wow.
There's
just no way the filter would cause people to say, "Please never speak again" very quickly.
I will live alone.
See, I will absolutely take the I'm always going to say everything on my mind in hopes that you want to know what it's going to do? It's going to teach me how to be a better person. Because I'm going to have to stop thinking all these terrible thoughts that I'm always thinking about. I don't know, like say you two guys, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to actually love and respect those around me so that when I say what's on my mind, maybe it's good. What
You think you can control that?
No, I think I think this can help.
You can maybe get better.
This can make
We
me
can
a better
maybe not
person.
be friends anymore real quick.
So here's the thing. You're at home.
Okay.
Your children start doing things that children normally do. Misbehaving, fighting, annoying each other. Mm-hmm. What would happen to your relationship with your kids if you, at any given moment, just unleashed every thought that was in your head with no filter?
Man,
I wish you were never born.
that's like you assuming that I already don't. I give them the
Look,
business.
when you are angry, you don't think rational things.
That's what I'm saying. When I don't think rational
And
things,
you
that's when they're already coming out of my
You
mouth.
suppress all of those things, and maybe it only takes a split second to suppress them in order to be a good father, husband, friend,
Just human.
human. But they come into your mind immediately, and then you put them away, and then you have to say them.
All right, but let's look at our job. Okay, obviously there's a pretty big problem with never being able to speak again, since we do
We'd have to
spoken word
we'd have
product
to
for
quit.
a living. However, think about how good our podcast would be if we said everything that came on our mind. We'd have no filter. Now, look, we'd get a lot of hatred, but usually the biggest polarizing figures, they get a lot of downloads too. I mean,
the Howard Sterns of the world.
exactly. You know, he's unfiltered.
He lost this bet. He chose everything on his mind.
I bet he didn't though.
You think
Like-
he filters?
Yeah, because if you be completely honest
Rush
with
Limbaugh.
yourself, some of the thoughts that you've ever had in your life when you've gotten angry,
Oh man,
and you go, "Whoa, that's a scary person. That's a scary
Yeah.
person up in there."
the deepest, darkest thoughts that ever transgress your mind.
had to say those things.
I might have to go mute. Hit the mute button. I'm done for the show.
Would you rather begin every sentence you say with "Hey, idiot," or end every sentence with "Ha ha, I was just kidding"?
Wow. So
Wow, that's
so you.
Let's just test that out. I'm just kidding.
Either way, you're annoying as crap, and no one wants to be around you because
Hey, idiot.
if you're saying this for every sentence.
Oh man. So the problem with the haha, I was just kidding at the end of every sentence is no one can ever take you. You can't have a serious conversation the rest of your life. You can have a serious conversation when you start out with, "Hey, idiot, listen up, blah, 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 blah."
I like Jason Moore. Do you lawfully accept your wife?
I do.
Just
I'm
kidding.
just kidding.
See, I do know people that have kind of the idiosyncrasies with the way they talk, and they end almost every sentence with something like, or like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They don't notice they say it.
Right.
But now you got to throw in a
that's
ha-ha.
not
I was
just kidding.
Yeah, I could see
It's
that,
almost
though.
like the "don't you know" at the end of like.
I could see this being someone's idiosyncrasy who's very shy and uncomfortable. Everything they say is like, just kidding.
Yeah, I
like,
know.
oh, yeah, no, I really like the Phoenix Suns. I think they're going to be good this year. Just kidding.
Yeah, I love the meal.
I think
What a nice meal you made, honey.
I
kidding,
think
kidding.
the "Hey, idiot," the entry barrier of making a new friend is going to be much harder.
Because you start the sentence with "Hey, idiot."
But once you get through it and you just know, oh, this person,
It's a term of endearment.
they say "Hey, idiot" before they say everything. Meanwhile,
No, you still lose that friend because they'll be like, oh,
They'll
he's
just wear down?
He's just doing a bit. He'll stop any minute now, and then the next time it's like, "Hey, idiot, can you pass me the green beans?" What are you saying that for?
oh, but I would say you're an idiot for wanting green beans.
Oh, that's a whole nother story. I think I would go with the "just kidding," but I think in the end I would want to be like the previous question and never speak again.
I would go with the "Hey, idiot," because I feel like I have so many friends. I have so many friends that
I have the best friends.
no,
I have all the best
the
friends.
sentence was
So
not
many
over
friends.
there. The sentence was not over there. I have so many friends. Okay, let's do the mock draft. No, I have so many friends that I hear the stories like, oh, they just really didn't like me at first. Like
Right.
I'm kind of the off-putting personality. It's like, oh man, I hated you when I first met you. So I pretty much think that they were already an idiot. So let's just call a spade a spade. And
Takes one to know one, they say.
yeah. Hey, idiot. Let's do the mock draft.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, today we are doing what, Mike?
We are going to do Saturday morning cartoons, which doesn't mean that it had to be on a Saturday morning, but we're going to talk about cartoons.
80s
With this
and
one,
90s, basically?
Yeah, this one has been asked a lot. We've seen it requested, so we're here
man.
for the people.
I've got the first
Oh,
pick in
man.
the cartoon draft.
So many.
So
And is that kind of the landscape? I want to make sure I don't blow this first pick. Is the landscape 80s and 90s
Yes.
cartoons?
Yeah,
Okay.
cartoons when we were kids.
So
Yeah.
you could still take, like, if you wanted to take The Simpsons, even though
Yes.
it's still going, that was...
Of course.
You could
Okay.
take that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Man,
If you're
I have my pick. I'm doing the check to make sure that I don't have something that I've overlooked. But I'm just going to go with what's closest to my heart and what belongs at the top. And for me, it was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
yeah.
I'm taking a whole chunk of my childhood with this pick. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles dominated the toy box, dominated the TV, and they were pretty cool.
Man.
Yeah,
But rude.
Ninja Turtles is the clear number one pick.
Really?
Okay.
That would have
Yeah.
been your number one pick.
It would have been.
It would not have made my list. It was great, but, like, I don't know. Maybe we had
I think
different cup of tea.
Jason's maybe going to be going after that 5% vote based on that comment.
Well,
Mike, you are up.
so with the number 2 pick, I gotta go to a place where life is like a hurricane. Living in Duckburg, you gotta go with DuckTales, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Living under the
I like
guidance of Scrooge McDuck. I mean, they're still relevant today.
Woo!
Yeah, the theme, it's got the best theme song possibly of all time. the Beagle Boys, Gizmo Duck, Launchpad. I mean, the DuckTales, it really has everything you would want in a Saturday morning cartoon.
There are, I'm not going to fight that. It wouldn't have made Jason's top 100, but...
DuckTales was fantastic. And look, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was fantastic as well. But I guess, so here's where I'm struggling at this draft. I'm like, do I go for what I think is the best group of these, Saturday morning cartoons, or do I go for what were mine? Like the ones that I watched, and I want what I want, and that's the way I'm going to go this draft.
That's the way we have to trust the listener. We have to trust the Spitwads to, vote based on, seeing beyond the majority, don't we?
Yeah, that's how you end up at 5%.
Yeah, I don't I don't trust him at all. The point is
that was just me encouraging Jason to pick something stupid.
Yeah, look, I've got the third pick. I'm going to come in last. I'm going with my heart and what I watched the most, and there was no cartoon better. There is none.
So
never
you're
has
telling
existed.
me this is what you would have taken with the first pick.
With the first pick, the 101, I'm taking the best cartoon that's ever existed. Not many cartoons are freaking produced by Steven Spielberg.
Oh, yeah.
Not many cartoons have spun off their own other series.
It's on my short list.
The Animaniacs.
I'm disappointed that you got a good pick.
Zany to the max.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got baloney in the slacks.
I remember.
What are you going to do?
I remember, I don't know what age it was, but I would we walked home from grade school. I know it was in grade school. And I remember I would basically be jogging home because Animaniacs came on. Like, if I was delayed getting out of school, if I had to I got to get my homework gathered,
now,
then I'm going to miss some.
Pinky of the Brain was part of that
Yes,
show,
it was.
right?
Yes, it was.
I remember that.
I don't
Slappy
need
Squirrel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
To take over the world. All right. I like the pick. I was never a Monster Animaniacs fan. It was a little too crazy for me. It's a little too wild and crazy.
That sounds about right.
I got my kids into it a little bit because I think they're up on Netflix there. They got away with some things.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my heart. I'm gonna go with the truth. I'm gonna get dangerous.
Oh,
And I'm taking Darkwing Duck.
all right.
I was hoping he would come back. I feel like there's two main duck shows. And
I'm
you
just
guys both
too
have
excited about it. And when push comes to shove, I would rather watch Darkwing Duck than I would DuckTales. So I'm happy it made its way back to me.
I would too.
Darkwing Duck, Launchpad and Company. Yeah, that was the truth. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Darkwing Duck, first two picks, feeling good.
All right, I'm gonna. This was definitely a Saturday morning cartoon.
Oh no, you're gonna take the one I want.
And this cartoon,
Don't do it.
This cartoon shaped my life even more so, I would say, than DuckTales and more so than the Ninja Turtles. It turned me into a super nerd.
No!
It's the X-Men.
Oh, you did it!
The
Dang
X-Men, where the world, the young world, our eyes were opened of who is Wolverine.
No!
Who is Cyclops, Professor X, and going through all the way till it started getting freaking weird, and they're in space with the Phoenix. Oh my goodness, the X-Men was
the only other choice I had.
Was it?
It was the only one I was considering other than Darkwing Duck.
Oh man,
And I love it.
Here's
And
the problem.
I'm going with shows that just have great theme songs as well.
Yes.
Look,
I miss great.
Each one of you has a duck cartoon of prominence, and each one of you has a fighting crime of prominence, and I'm missing out on the fighting crime ducks with my Animaniacs. And
He's going to go with Pinky and the Brain.
I am fully on tilt right now.
Yes.
I am early in the second round, already struggling.
You're lucky that Animaniacs is worth more than 5% by itself.
Yes, it is. Man, do I go? Oh, so I've got two in my mind now. I am really doing bad here. One is so docile, so incredibly docile and family friendly and mainstream that it's. I mean, everybody watched it. I don't know if everybody loves it or not. I loved it. And the other is so niche and I don't know if it got more than one season because it was.
I know what your niche show is.
Oh yeah.
But it's so good, man.
It is. I'm going to take it next round if it gets back to me. I'm going to stick kind of more with the Animaniacs. I think it was, before it or after it. This is when I
before.
watched. You know where I'm going?
Yeah.
Tiny Toons.
Yep.
The Tiny Toon Adventures.
You're going all Warner Bros. over here.
Fantastic.
Going down.
No,
Tiny Toons is great.
Dude, are you
I
kidding
loved
me? You see, you guys. Here's the thing. I had a sister and no brothers, and I didn't watch the X-Men, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Darkwing Duck as much as just the generic. Everybody loves cartoons.
The way you have to go is you have to summon up that nostalgic love of what you remember running to the TV to watch. I mean, back when we were kids, I remember getting the TV guide out of the newspaper to go find when all this stuff was on. It was no DVR. It was just get up or you miss it.
Well, I guess
or you VHS.
For the cool kids that we had cable, we had the TV Guide channel where it would just be the slowest ticker.
Really?
Yeah, and it would go through all 99
it was
channels.
Worse than the TV Guide.
So you just had to watch that channel to know what was on?
And
whenever you would turn to it, it would always be one channel past what you
You're
wanted.
like, no!
And you'd spend 5 minutes waiting, and then you'd lose attention and flip off and go, oh crap, I was trying to figure out what time this was on channel 5, and you go back, channel 6.
I'm gonna go with the. It's my pick, right?
I know where you're going.
Yep.
I don't think you do.
I've got two picks that I think are Andy specials.
All right. Well, I have one that I loved, and I just
Are we going
watched
3
it.
or 4?
I think we're going 4.
All right.
But I took Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I took Darkwing Duck. I missed out on X-Men, so I'm gonna go with the one that I kind of associate with X-Men in my mind as one I loved, and that was the Transformers.
All right.
I love the Transformers. They were a fabulous way to make me buy toys, and I did. I listened to them. I bought a ton of toys. Optimus Prime, that voice, come on.
I think I just realized that you two were much more boys than I was.
maybe
Like
so.
All of my close
boy.
all of my close friends in grade school were usually girls.
I played with toys like a year or two beyond my counterparts at the age. Like
Right.
I had to find like the one other kid in the grade that would play toys with me. Like I just loved them. And I would always make my brother, like when you're the older brother and you're playing toys, you make your brother be all the stupid characters, all the bad guys. Like my brother had to grow up being the Decepticons constantly in all of our battles. So I'm going to go with the Transformers, going with my heart there. And I think a lot of people like that show.
Yeah. No, they definitely do. All right, so we're on the third pick. I've got DuckTales. I've got X-Men.
Ooh, I just saw one I missed, though.
There's a couple. There's not more than a couple. I mean, there are plenty of shows here.
You're having a hard time over there.
I'm set up. I got two that I love right
You've
now.
had
So
a-
whichever
you've
one
had-
you take.
That's the situation. There are two that I love that I really want to take right here. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go with the show you were not supposed to watch when you were
Oh no!
when you were a little kid.
Simpsons?
Oh,
So-
I think I know where he's going.
Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah. So okay. So we need to clarify: is The Simpsons actually drafted? Because that was not a.
It's tough.
That was
because
like a Sunday night show.
out of all the ones that we said, it doesn't really fit.
It
All right.
doesn't. I
Okay.
agree with
I
that.
think we've now pulled the age group down to where you were like, your parents were happy you flipped the TV on.
All right. So we're going to remove that because
And we didn't go to Simpsons with an early pick because that would have been an early pick
Yes.
to get the votes. I think it's out.
Okay, good. Then I'm going with the show that you were not supposed to watch when you were a kid. At least I was. So, Mom and Dad, if you're listening to this, I'm so sorry. If my children are listening to this, know that if
Don't
you
be
watch
like-
something,
don't
I
be
will
like that.
find out about it. I will find out about it. And that was Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, no, dang it.
It was banished from 80% of households, and yet somehow everybody watched
Ren
it.
and Stimpy was unbelievably funny. There was no show that made me laugh out loud
I can tell you I've never seen a single episode of Ren and Stimpy
I
in
can
my
tell
whole
you,
life.
don't whiz on the electric
Can I
fence.
choose
Log,
Can I choose PBS
Powder
as a
Toastman?
No.
What, just the channel?
the channel?
Sure.
That was my cable-free life. But I know that Ren and Stimpy was out there making children laugh at all times when I
It's
was a kid.
log. It's
Oh,
log.
it is so
Big,
inappropriate.
heavy, it's wood.
Is it? Is
Yeah,
it just
it's
really
not.
bad?
It
Is
is
it
not.
potty humor? What? I mean,
It's disgusting. There's, I mean, like
Yes.
the actual animation.
is it insulting
was-
each other? Is it hitting each other?
Oh,
What,
yeah.
I mean, what is it that makes
no,
it?
it's the most foul of foul potty humor. There are plenty of jokes like that they're slipping in there that
Yeah.
probably should not be in there, although you didn't really get them when you were young.
Yeah.
And then and of course the classic cartoon beat 'em ups was happening as well.
Man,
Never even
I'm
in-
really sad.
never
I was,
even in
I was
my-
hoping,
Idiot.
I was hoping that when you laid the groundwork there, I knew you were between either Ren and Stimpy or Beavis and Butthead, and I was really hoping you went Beavis and Butthead because that one wasn't my jam. But Ren and Stimpy,
Yeah.
I want that on my voting list. So I was hoping to take this one next round if I could keep waiting. This is actually the one last round I was deciding between Tiny Toons and this. I love it. I loved it then. I love it now on Netflix.
Is there you mean Amazon?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's on Amazon. It's The Tick.
Yeah.
Oh, that cartoon got me. I don't have a superhero on my list. Now I do. I've got the best superhero of
invincible.
all time.
The Tick
Spoon!
The Tick was the one cartoon that my pops would sit down and watch with me because it was
Really?
because it was actually funny to him.
That meant
as
so
well.
much as a kid. Is if
Yeah.
your parents would play, like I still remember when my dad played like Mario Kart for the first time.
And he sucked.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
He wanted to do time
But
trials.
now was it on the Tick? It was Chairface who tried to write his name on the moon, and he only got a couple letters up there, and then that's always just in every cartoon when you see the moon.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a good show.
I think that for my final pick, I think there are a lot of shows that obviously there are a ton of shows I could go with. I'm going to go with the one that I think I watched a ton of. I mean, just absorb. Like there are those shows that I don't remember ever sitting down to watch it, and yet I remember seeing so many episodes of it. I'm going to go with Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers.
That was going to be my last pick.
Was it?
Really?
Yeah.
That's where I was torn between Rescue Rangers and Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah. I watched it. Gadget and
Gadget, the lady mouse.
yeah.
Helped move age along for this guy. Oh, like you didn't. Like you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
Wait, is that like
Hold on. Wait, what's the name? Gadget? I gotta make sure.
When you're a young adolescent,
What do I search? Gadget the Lady Mouse?
Her last name was Hackwrench. Gadget Hackwrench.
Oh, come on, Mike.
dude, when you're like 8, when you're 9,
When you're any age, it's a cartoon mouse. It's literally
Well, no.
a cartoon
Are you
mouse.
putting it kind of like in the same category as like Ariel or something as
yes,
a kid?
just you're
Ariel was a beautiful
you feel
Mouse. She was a mouse.
like that's a weird one, Mike. Like Alicia Silverstone, sure, she moved the needle for some people. But the cartoon mouse.
did you see
Please fill Mike's Twitter with Gadget Hackwrench right now.
Did you see Space Jam?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking
okay,
about.
then this reference won't make sense. I'll leave it at that. For all my gadget truthers out there, you understand Space Jam as well.
Oh my gosh!
All right.
Well, that took a turn. No wonder Mike wanted it. Mike,
right,
you've
so-
got your final pick.
Oh, I thought I was it.
Oh man! All right, for the last pick, there's so few shows left on here that I really want to go with because I don't know if I want to double up on superheroes.
You got to go with your heart, man. You got to go with what brings back that feeling of having no worries in the world, no bills. You just had a bowl full of Fruity Pebbles, and you're going back to watch some more TV.
And you flip on.
The problem is, I feel like I've got a strong chance in the poll right now.
Oh, he's placating.
But the pick that I really want to go with is I'm going to talk about it, and neither of you are going to even know the show.
Good.
Maybe I will, Mike.
No, you won't, PBS boy.
Is it on cable?
Might have been on the network.
There's one show
Me not having cable means I really knew it was on the network.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's one show that is a little bit more rare that I'm still deciding between. So it would be surprising, but it would be very neat if you picked
Oh
it.
man, I just remembered a great one. I don't think either of you would pick it, but you remember those old Mario Brothers and
Zelda?
Zelda shows?
Yeah, I've made my Super Mario Super Show.
Yeah, those
Do the
were
Mario.
I feel like there were 4 episodes of that
Swing
show, but I
your
still loved it.
arms from side to side. Yeah, well, we still watch that.
You got to make a pick, Mike.
I've been stalling as long as I possibly could. I'm going to close it out with Captain N, the Game Master.
You are correct. I have not heard of it. I am so proud of you for this.
Wait a minute.
I am going with my heart on this one because I feel like my 3 first picks are so strong. Captain N, the Game Master was the ultimate Nintendo show as a child. This is when Nintendo was peaking. The NES.
I remember this.
And the cartoon was a kid is playing his Nintendo. He gets sucked into his TV, into the actual world of Nintendo. On his waist, for his belt buckle, he has a Nintendo D-pad that he can use to move super fast. He has a light zapper as a weapon.
Oh, like the duck?
Yeah, the duck hunt gun, except
gun?
It's a real laser gun where he is, and he's friends with Simon Belmont and Kid Icarus, and he's fighting Metroid and Eggplant and King Hippo. It was
this was a game for Mike.
Yeah, that was definitely a Mike show.
Thank you
never
for the
heard
votes.
of it. You are right. Look, I'm between
Final pick.
Yep, I'm between Gargoyles, which I'm not going to pick, but I love
I
that
remember
show.
that show.
that show sucked.
No, how dare you,
good
Captain N?
Didn't it have a good music to start?
I don't. I remember that that when Tailspin came out, it was like there's only one show that's worse than Tailspin on Disney, and it was the Gargoyles.
All right,
But
so
I'm
that's
actually going to go with a cartoon that until literally yesterday I forgot existed. And my daughter, they are doing a production at their school. They just announced what they're doing, and she's excited. She comes home. She wants to watch the movie, very famous movie. And as she's putting this movie on, one of the greatest movies of all time, I go, oh my goodness, I remember the cartoon version of this that I watched all the time. It's Aladdin. Did you guys ever watch the cartoon of Aladdin?
Wait, the movie?
Yes, the movie, not the cartoon movie, but the exact same.
They
same
made a
genie,
show?
Same, yep. I mean, I don't even know if it was. I doubt it was Robin Williams, but the voice was great. I liked it better. I mean,
There was a show?
There was a show of Aladdin, and it was fantastic. I loved the episodes.
Looks like 2 seasons.
Yeah, it was a great show. That's the thing. I think people will see this on the polls and they'll think it's disqualified because they're just going to go to the movie.
No, this is not allowed on the poll without parentheses
Cartoon.
TV show.
No, you just put cartoon at the end. Aladdin cartoon.
Well, they're both
the movie was a cartoon.
Okay.
No,
All right.
this is Aladdin TV show. Because you are not stealing Aladdin the movie.
No, of course not.
Yeah,
But
human.
I'm changing my fourth.
Human.
Changing my fourth one to Toy Story. I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Darkwing Duck, Transformers, Chippendales Rescue Rangers. I was very, very close to G.I. Joe. Very, very close. I watched a lot of that as a very young kid, but I'm happy with my 4. Mike, you've got DuckTales, X-Men, Ren and Stimpy, and some show called Captain and the Game Master?
No, Captain N, the Game Master.
Wait, Captain N?
Yeah, Captain Nintendo.
Oh, man, they are.
Look, the 5 people out there who have seen it are going to freak out and say, yeah, that was the best.
Jason's got Animaniacs, Tiny Toons, The Tick, and the Aladdin cartoon. No My Little Pony, Jason.
I thought about it. It was close. Me and all my girlfriends watched it.
The new My Little Pony is enjoyable.
It is.
What'd you guys learn today? I know what I learned.
What did
Tell
you
us.
learn? Yeah.
That Gadget Hack Wrench moved the needle for Mike.
She moved me into being a man.
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely. And I learned that Jason does not love his in-laws like he thought he did.
Man, that
Maybe
sucks.
next time you see him, you let him know how much
I'm
you love
gonna
him.
let them know. I'm gonna eat up. I'm gonna be fueled, and I'm going to let them know
Hummus and oikos.
how much I love them. I learned that you should always shake everyone's hands and avoid all forms
adultery.
of hugs and kisses and adultery.
Well, it's a fine line. Thanks for tuning into the Spitballers. Please subscribe, review. We appreciate you. Back next week. Back next Monday. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers Podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.